And now, award-winning Don Rickles himself, Mr. Womp, Don Rickles.
This is Minneapolis, for crying out loud. You do good here, you go to Iowa.
You go to Iowa?
You sit around with a canoe on your head, you don't need it.
We gotta do a good show. How'd the black guy get in the band? I'll tell you this. You don't see many of your brothers here, you know. You the ski champion? I'll tell you this. You got, hey folks, everything I did up in my room and I laughed my ass off. I'll tell you that. Good to see you, brother. You gotta bring that with class and dignity. You do good here. The Indian here, huh? The Chippewa Pico tribe, whatever the hell it is. Bunch of Indians with fungus. I don't know what the hell it is. We gotta kiss their ass. The whole night they were circling the hotel. And I'm a Jew. It don't look good at washing their ponies. But you do it. I didn't meet the chief. He's in the back trying to burn down my room, for Christ's sake. We got to kiss their ass. This is important. The Indians skyrocketed and the Jews were left on the highway, for Christ's sake. Look at the front row. I'm working at home, for Christ's sake. Look at it. You can always tell when they're old. The old guy's sitting there with the glasses. They can't close the mouth because they're old. You see, the saliva locks the jaws. It's a whole thing. But, and that's the young wife waiting for him to die. I'll tell you this. No, God forbid, he's going to have years. I'll tell you this. You still do that trick with him? Come on, Harvey, try to reach the medicine. I'll tell you this. Son of a bitch, I'm funny. I'll tell you this. You better start laughing, Leroy. I'm telling you that right now. Did you pass away? What the hell's the matter with you? I'm busting my burgers here in Minneapolis. 40 million jobs, we got to get this. We could have worked in the States. And now we're here, for Christ's sake. You're Italian, right? Are these tough questions? Right out off the bat, I said, are you Italian? And the guy went, what is your heritage, my friend?
Everything from Europe. I'm mixed.
You're mixed?
I got everything.
Oh, your father was a sailor?
Yes.
Anyway. The old man was popping broads on the dock. Boom. I'll tell you. Good luck to you, son. I think he's a queer. I'll tell you this. No, I'm kidding. Are you queer? Oh, okay. You ruined the whole goddamn show. I swear to God. I wanted to do a good job. He ruined the whole goddamn show. I swear to God. Fix it, huh? Jesus. The whole goddamn thing. No, I try to do a job. I mean, look at this. The cowboy's sitting here in the front. These people must be lepers, for Christ's sake. Nobody's sitting here for. That's the main thing. Really. What's your first name, big guy? What's your first name? Get up, Tyler. Get up. Now get out. I don't want you in here. No, go over there by the aisle. Go over there. Hurry up. Run, goddammit. Run. Lady, I want to be with you so bad. I should. I'm much older than you, but Spider's alive. God bless you. I'm sitting down. Take your hands out of your pockets. You want to die? Take your hands out of. You don't need that. When the spider sleeps, you leave him alone. What's your name, son? What's your name? Try to think of your name. What's your name? You. What's your name? Well, no need to get pissed off about it, Tyler. Pardon me?
I wanted everybody to hear it.
You wanted everyone to hear it. You're getting on my goddamn nerves, Tyler. Sit down. You're making a fool of yourself. Sit down, goddamn. Don't step on a Mexican. I'll tell you this. And you are Mexican, right? See your ass. I know you're Mexican. You can tell. Look at all the flies around them. I'll tell you this. Hey, I didn't ask you in here. Screw you people. I didn't ask you in here. No, we need the Mexicans. I mean that. I'll tell you this. Taught us how to sleep. I'll tell you this. It's the whole, what are you doing? Holding on to your bird, right? Nothing to be ashamed of. I hold on to mine too. My guy's name's Spider. What's your guy's name?
Harvey.
Harvey, sail with the spider. Some bitch, I felt that little movement there. Sit down. He's a real Italian. See, they walk like that. They put powder on their ass and it locks. Well, we need the Italians so the Jews can get haircuts. That's the whole goddamn thing. Hey, if I go too fast, let me know, okay? Look at this guy. He's dazed. This guy's sitting here going, it's a show, not an airport. Snap out of it, for Christ's sake. What is your heritage? Are you German? What did your heritage say? No, not you. I know you're Italian. This part's here, sitting here with the pizza and the juice all over him, for Christ's sake. What is your heritage, my friend? English, Irish, Dutch? I'm not from immigration. You don't have to tell me the whole goddamn thing. Be proud. Your father was English? I love the English guys. Want to take a pop at it, Mary? I'll tell you this. Be like the Jews when you make love. Circle the bed and get an estimate. I'll tell you this. Are you Jewish? Are you Jewish? No, with the striped shirt. We'll put a stick on your ass. You're a flag, for Christ's sake. You're not Jewish? Well, how'd you get those seats? What is your heritage, son? Catholic? Putz, we're not checking religions here, for Christ's sake. Say hello to a moron Catholic sitting here in the front. I don't mean that, son. That's your faith to God. What is your, are you back? Are you Irish? German? Get a rope. I'll tell you this. I knew there was a reason. Does this relax you at all? That's why you lost the war, your father. I tell you, your ass locked when you marched. Should have been like the Jews. Here's 300, you attack. I got an uncle in Miami Beach. He walks like this. He never wears a jock. Wow, wow, wow. And my aunt thinks the noise is coming from the sandals. Wow, wow, wow. You ever watch those old Jews in Florida in a health club? Can I get a rub, Herbie? Then you get the other type. Hold the elevator doors. You like that, you Nazi bastard? I saw you laugh, you German son of a bitch. Big fat guy with the flowers all over him. How much longer? 40 million jobs, we gotta wind up here. I'm a nice guy, in spite of what you heard. I'm a nice guy, you can bet your little bird. Whenever you see me, just don't stop to chat. I'm sorry, tiny, help it if you're fat. I'm a nice guy, people all adore me. I'm a nice guy, psychiatrists explore me. I lie on their couch and they try not to bore me. A nice guy, that's me. I'm a nice guy, so put your mind at ease. A polite guy, lady, how about your knees? Love little kids and a stray cat, a dog. This group tonight is from Sears catalog. I'm a swell guy. A band thinks I'm groovy, but they're all high. They think they're out of movie. Only stay awake till you people approve me. A nice guy, that's me. Watch this, my black brother, watch it. You see that, you son of a bitch? We're born with it. I'm a Jew, I gotta check for bombs. Yes, my friends, the desert, the desert. desert. Remember the words of Peter O'Toole in Lawrence of Arabia. Those are my camels. And the camel, holy crap, here he comes again. And the black brother, get off the hump, your mother, get off the hump. Usalima, Salimali, Halimali, Kalima. I wish I were a rich man. Yobobom, Heidi, Didi, 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 Dum. I'm sorry, lady, getting on you? I'm sorry. Forgive me, sir. Pretend it's camel juice. I'm sorry. Yes, my friend. The desert. Remember the words of Abraham, my leader, who took the ram's horn. And the blocks went, lunch! See, all the blocks that walk like that, they got a wrench in the underwear. Jews walk the same way, we got a wallet in there. And the black brother got a ham hock. Black one, lion, some bitch got a watermelon pit. Oh, shalom aleichem, leichem shalom, chava, nagid la chava, nagid la chava, nagid la vanis v'chava, chava yaranina, chava. Remember the words of the great Arab leader, the Caliph Mufti, who said when he crossed the Sinai desert, son of a bitch, it's hot. And the black brother went, that son of a bitch ain't lying. And the Jew went, here's 300, cool it off. And the block went, why? I'm a bright guy. My mama's little boy, a very right guy. This room is just a toy. Nobody loves you when you scream and holler. But if I sang a song or two, could make $1. Ow! I'm a great guy. And don't you forget it, very straight guy. Remember that I said it. Drop up and see me and I'll show you where it's at. Be sure it's not midnight when I turn into a bat. Remember when I bite your neck, I'm smiling like a cat. I'm a nice guy. I'm a great guy. I'm a polite guy. And that's me. Give me a break. Bust your ass for a lousy $100,000. And then it's not the money, it's the love of you people. Jesus, 40 million jobs, you got to be in that town and nothing happens. Minneapolis, you ever go to downtown? One guy in the corner going, was that a bus, Lou? Not easy, it's not easy. Get the paramedics. No mouth to mouth, not the way things are today. I saw a paramedic give a guy mouth to mouth, the guy went up. Thank you. Okay, huh? It's not easy, my friends. It's not easy when you're a big star working in a place that's nowhere. I'll tell you that. You people don't realize. You don't even know what the hell's going on. We're going to wind up showing drawings to you goddamn people. Sit around every day in Minneapolis going, was that a bus? What was that, Lou? What happened? They got to snap out of it. This is your wife? He's went to, yeah. Anyway, don't you love those kind of guys? I'm married. Is that you, Rose? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, she's very pretty. Is this your wife? Yeah, big guy like him. Does he make love to you head on? Anyway, look at the size of this guy. She goes, son of a bitch. Gotta make love like the Jews, you know. Just lay in the bed going, want to try another shot at it, Shirley? You're not Jewish, are you? Why are you sitting there? I don't get that. Jesus. What are you, Irish? Italian? What? Irish, Swedish? Huh? A real boozer. I'll tell you this. Married to a little dwarf. She lays there and goes, get off me, Charlie. Get off me. Good luck to you, big guy. What do you do for a living? What? No need to get pissed off. Just answer the questions. Okay. Auto repair, that's great. You lay under the truck and go, is that you, Mary? All right. Oh, good luck to you, son. You're all right. I want this guy out of here. I don't like him. It's the whole goddamn thing. I laugh about people. That's what I do. I make fun of people. Look, this woman here, God bless you. I notice, good lamps, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm married to a woman 35 years, 45 years. Takes off brassiere at night and her head's in the sink. 45 years. Haven't seen her face. Just walks around the house like this all the time. Finally, I painted eyes on her ass. Then I painted a smile on it, and I've been kissing it ever since. That's what I do. How long are you married, sir? How long are you married? 10 years. Third wife? He's got his arm around her. She's going to leave. Anyway, God bless you. Make love. Enjoy it. That's the main thing. 10 years together. I swear to God, I tell you, every time I get up in the morning, I say to the wife, let me take a papacha. Let me take a papacha. And she takes the blanket and goes, toro, toro. And I miss her and goes right into the toilet. That's the whole thing. You got to know. You're not a Jew, are you? Look at the nose on that son bitch. You're not a Jew, you're a Buick. Look at the nose on that son. You're a good-looking guy. What is your heritage, son? Indian and Irish. I'll tell you this. Indian and Irish. Your father was a boozer and your mother was a hooker. I'll tell you this. I'm kidding you. Your mother's probably a lovely lady. Hooker? Is that the wife? Jesus Christ. No, I'm kidding. You're a very pretty lady. Ooh. You guys in the band, take a look. The one right over here. Jesus Christ. Look at this. He's looking at it now. Jesus Christ. The Jew's right. No, you got to make it exciting. What's your first name, big fella? Michael? Michael, I make it exciting. Last night, I'm 45 years married. Last night I was a barge going up the Mississippi. She lays on the end of the bed. You hear, Michael? In the nude, and I'm this end of the bed, and I go, barge coming up the Mississippi. Boom. 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 And she's the dock. Boom. And she lays there, hit the dock, hit the dock. Boom. Then I get a black brother to stand on my shoulders going, oh man, river. Boom. Then I got another one, Michael. I tell her I'm a beaver. I put her ass on top of the sink in the nude, and I'm in the hall, and I go, and she lays there going, find the dam, find the dam. And I show the slides. This crowd don't do much of anything, Jesus Christ. Oh, then I got another one. I tell her I'm cochise. Strap her to the couch and tell her she's a wagon train going west. And I circle the couch. She goes, attack, Geronimo, attack. And last night I did that for about a half hour, and then I put an arrow in her. Anyway, you're a beautiful crowd. This was my dream to be here, Jesus Christ. To all of you, salud. Oh, to all of you. You ever see this? You didn't have dinner here, did you, ma'am? You didn't have dinner. Did you have dinner here? Are you always this much fun? You have dinner? No. Anyway, no, God bless you, sweetheart. It's great to, watch the waiters here. They're all like Mexican. They always, remember them? Table 27. You want some more water? Table 27? I was in Mexico City, my wife and I, for 2 weeks at the Camino Royal Hotel. I swear to God. I never saw the city. She kept saying to me, some bitch, I think it's a salad. I said, no, it's the goddamn tomatoes. It's the tomatoes. You know what it was the waiter. You want a taco? How about a burrito? You want a burrito? Then the guy tossed the salad, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. But we need the Mexicans. We really do. And you're proud. What's your first name, senor? What's your first, the Mexican kid that's darker than life? What is your name? No, me. What? Vidal. Call immigration. I think we got one. The kid's sitting there with the fence marks on his face. Anyway, you're proud you're a Mexican, right? You're a moron. I'll tell you this. Huh? Yeah, that's the main thing. Are you Irish, my friend? Are you Irish, my friend? You're Irish, right? No, you're Irish. Irish German. What the hell is this, a Nazi rally here tonight, for Christ? I love you guys when you go to the Monsignor. I want to confess. Where's the Monsignor? Then the Monsignor comes out. Who wants to confess to me? You're laughing, you son of a bitch. You screwed us out of Christmas. That's right. 3 wise men made a left. We wind up with 8 candles in the house and no toys. But we screw you in the end. We say the trees. But laugh about people. Be proud, son. I don't care what you are. But I don't want you in here anymore. You understand that? So, and this guy passed away about an hour ago, this guy here. Are you Mexican also, my friend? You're a Jew? Sit over here. Anyway, how did a Jew get in here? That's good. Is that your son? Oh, good. Shalom. That's great. Get up and let a Jew have a better seat. Anyway, no, God, what's your first name? Jay? That's my middle name, Jay. God bless you. What do you do for a living, Jay? Whatever you can. Guys are queer. Huh? Be proud, Jay. Be proud of the faith of no matter what you are. Bob Newhart's my dear friend, an Irish Catholic. And I was in Rome just recently. Really. Truth. God's truth. And I was in the Vatican. And in the Holy Father's quarters, we had a little juice, a couple of bucks. Monsignor said, whatever you want, Don. And we went and saw the Holy Father's holy room in his room. But you remember the father before him? The one that was so sick, you know? And he came out in the balcony and we saw him too. Remember what he said? Meeny, 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 meeny. Meeny, 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 meeny. Meeny, 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 meeny. And all you Catholics went, huh? But today, you have the Irish Pope. Well, he's not Irish, but the new Pope in a Batmobile. Spiritu Santo, und steigen Einzelgewein ein. It's a joke, God. Oh, God. That's what it's all about. To understand people, I really mean it. What's your first name, son? What's your first name? What? Come here, Darren. Come here a second. Go by the steps. Run, goddammit, I don't have all night. This guy's a queer, I could tell that from him. No, get up by the steps. Get up on the steps. Look at this. Hurry up. Jesus Christ, 40-minute hike. Hurry up, Darren. Look at the size of this son of a bitch. Anybody got a gun? Anyway, come here. Ah, Jesus, don't hurt me. It's a joke.
How you do, Don?
How do you do, son? You don't mind my kidding around with you, do you?
No.
Atta boy, big guy. How tall are you, about 6'2"?
6'5".
6'5", big son of a bitch. Get him a basketball, let him dribble around the room for a half hour. What do you do for a living?
I work at Advanced Auto Parts.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yes. Okay.
What's your last name?
Jorgensen.
Oh, you're Norwegian?
I am.
Oh, Jumpen, you many kiss my boat. Okay. He said, you're Norwegian boy. Bring up the guy that's a Catholic. Come here. Hurry up, hurry up. Come here, you. Hurry up, the Catholic kid. Make a fuss over this guy. He thinks he's the Pope's kid. Anyway, 40 million Jews. I got to meet a guy that thinks he's a Catholic. You're good. You don't mind my kidding?
No, not at all.
I like you. Anyway, make a fuss. This guy's definitely gay. Look at the wall. God bless. You don't mind my kidding with you, do you? What's your name, son?
Michael.
Michael, say hello to Jay.
How you doing?
Okay, when you hit a bell, kill each other. Now, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Can I, what was it? Your name was what?
Mine, Darren.
Darren, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, the pants are a little, no, don't worry, I never touch the spider while it sleeps. Never. I just wanted to make sure the pants were high enough, you understand?
Yeah.
I'll give you $1,000 if you check my pants, okay? Get out of here! Son of a bitch wanted to check my pants. You're great, you're great. What do you do for a living?
Writer.
Oh, this is good for you. Mysteries or comic or what?
Blogging, books.
Oh, good. Good luck to you. You what? You about 35?
Yep.
Wait, I'm 36. I just won a cookie. Okay, good. No, that's good. That was great. All right, so this is good for you to act, okay? We're going to be Japanese soldiers, okay? Okay. Wait, your first name one time?
Darren.
Darren, okay. You're going to get the better part because you're big and you could hurt us. Okay, all right. We're going to be Japanese soldiers, okay? You're going to be General Takasayama. I'm going to be Corporal Kuyanuna. And you're Captain Tututa. I'm about to get Harry, okay? And I don't want to die, okay? And you're Corporal Tututa, okay? Now we get our hands together, okay? Okay, now bend on knees like Japanese soldiers. Stick on your feet like Japanese soldiers. Stick on your feet. Stick on your feet, Michael. Let's see. What's your name? What's your name? Okay. Stick on your feet. Look on the I start. 니는 퀴트마 뚜뚜차 고유노 뭐라? You say. 기님의 그러므로 you say, do not die, great general. Do not die.
Do not die, great
Not
general.
yet, I'll tell you what. Do not die. Let the Japanese people be strong. Banzai, banzai. You will attack, I will attack. We must never let the island be taken. We will fight to the last man, or we will die. We must be strong. Banzai, banzai. We are a great people and a great nation, and we will not die. Banzai. And you say, right. Okay. You guys are great. Benjanese guys. Benjanese, okay. We'll talk in Japanese. First I go. Notoyamo kosonoa tonoi malo. Baker's man. No. Nikinimena. Namela. Titinoa, kukwa. No, Japanese. I'm going to give you one more chance until the big guy goes on his ass. I'll tell you that right now. Nitukoina. Muano kininoa.
Right.
Tonight. Nikinima tokuinoma basa.
In Japanese.
Talk in Japanese, you dumb dumb. Jesus Christ. We're in Minneapolis.
Banzai.
I'm going to give you one more chance, big guy.
Yeah.
Then I'll beat up this son of a bitch sitting right next to me. I'll tell you that right now. Nikinima totonoma.
Minima, the Kotima.
You said screw me. Give these guys a big hand for being great sports.
Thank you.
Thanks. A nice hand for the big guy and his partner. Give him a nice hand. You wouldn't want your ass up here. Give him a nice hand. God bless you. Come on, give him one more hand. It's not easy to stand up here and make a damn fool of yourself. See, most places at this point I would offer you a drink, but the Indians don't believe it, so I'm going to offer you 2 hookers. Anyway, now is that your brother? Michael? No, is that your brother? No, just a friend. Yeah, good. And you don't have a wife? No. Did you read the manual? Well, take a pop at anything. We'll get lucky. And that's your wife? How long you? Oh yeah, holding hand. How long you married? God bless you. Have children? How old? How old? 18. You're laughing and they're holding up a bank. Anyway, good luck to you. Very pretty. Have a good life together. Really. I'd offer you a drink, but the Indians go crazy, and then I got to kiss their ass and sell 4 horses. So anyway, good luck to you. Give another nice hand. Nice people. Yeah, give me a drink. Give me the Indian drink, which is get sober and leave the wife. To all of you, I wish you something you cannot buy. To your health, really. L'chaim. Minneapolis, my God. I've been to many cities. 50 years in this business, and I patrolled the stage in many places, and this is the one place I didn't want to come to. Because I know you people don't know what the hell's going on. It's really, I know I'm funny, but at my age I get worried because in the front, in the second row, it's all, I don't need that. But the one beautiful thought is I'm going back to California tomorrow morning, and if any of you people have mail or friends you want me to contact, and tell them you're not in some camp alone. Because you're all lovely people, but move your ass out of here. I'll tell you that right now. What, dear? Somebody wanted to say. Do you want to say something? It was Carol Burnett. What? She was here, born here. So what were you saying? Just some old broad wants to shoot her mouth off. No, I'm kidding, Dad. She's a lovely lady. Come on. Thank you, Doug. I love you too, but no. No, for a minute I thought, no. That's a joke, sweetheart. And he said, how long you married? 60? 16. She's great. Real laid-back broad. I bet when you lay in bed and make love, she has a whistle. All right, Stephen, jump on me. Anyway, now God bless you. You're terrific. Big smile, good lady. Anyway, life is great. And being here in Minneapolis was my treat. And I'll tell you now, get a good look at me, you're never going to see me again. I'll tell you that right now. You know, as I said, what's your first name, dear? You're very sweet. What's your first name? Yeah. Hi. You've been watching me for a long time. Thanks, Marilyn. Who is this bro? Oh, that's sweet, Marilyn. See, every time I sit, the chair moves back, and my underwear gets caught in the canal. When you get older, it locks in there, and you can't maneuver. Anyway, as I said, Marilyn, I'm married 45 years, and thank you. You don't have to applaud. You never saw her. Anyway, 45 years. And she has a new thing now. Well, what's your first name, son? Jack. She has a new thing, Jack. She gets horny about 4 in the morning. She starts to crap. Pussycat. Pussycat. And I got to get my ass under the bed and go, meow, meow. But you do it because everything's in her name. What the hell's the matter with you? What are you, Count Basie, for Christ's sake? That was the Basie theme, right? You just made that up now. Let me ask you this. Was that worth losing your job? I will, Joe. I gotta find... My ass won't get into the right position. Anybody got a magazine? Okay. I'll trade you laughter for love. I'll trade you one for the other. Laughter for love. What can you lose? Some madness for mirth. And for whatever it's worth. Whether you like it or not, I'll give you all that I've got. I'll trade you sunlight for gold. One shines as bright as the other. Love is pure gold, and laughter the sunlight. This is my life, for all of my life, and you are part of this life I live. I swear that it's true. I love to do what I do, to share this laughter I give, for just a little love from you. And I walk this stage, and I think I've been blessed because of you people all over the United States and Canada. That God has given me the comfort to still perform and have people show up. And there was a man in my life, his name was Frank Sinatra. And Mr. Sinatra was a great, great friend. We traveled to Europe, my wife and I, with his wife, and had some great times. He was magic. He was magic. And Mr. Sinatra knew me when I started out in a little place called Florida, Miami Beach. And I worked in a little tiny nightclub. And my mother, rest her, she was sort of a Jew pattern, a very strong lady. And I said, Ma, and she said, darling, you know Frank is in town. Sinatra's here with his mother. I'm going to go see Dolly. That was Frank's mother. I said, Ma, don't make it. Will you stop it? Don't you worry, sweetheart. I was in this little club and nobody cared, but I was starting to make a little name for myself. And my mother, fast forward, was in Dolly Sinatra's suite. That was Frank's mother. And my mother said, Dolly, darling, can you help my Donnie? She called me Donnie. Could you help my Donnie? Give him a break. He needs a break. Gee, if you came and see him, if you made Frank come and see him. Done, Etta, done. That was my mother's name, Etta. Fast forward. I'm out there in this little club, 100 people tops, and making fun of everything around me. And in walks Frank with his friends, all scientists. Anyway, and I looked over, and for some reason I just said it. I said, hey, Frank, God bless you. Be yourself. Stand up and hit somebody. Anyway. And thank God he laughed. Otherwise, it would have been on the Jerry Lewis telethon. Anyway, remember him? Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You notice when he hits the high notes, the kids get out of the wheelchairs and go home. And Frank was good to me. I was 38 years old and never married. I had a lot of problems. I used to sit in a tub and make it bubble. Anyway, this guy went nothing wrong on that. And I was always looking for a girl. Forget a girl, a moose, a horse, an elephant, any goddamn thing. And Frank introduced me to this one cocktail waitress. And in those days in Florida, a cocktail, not like today, they got family and kids. Today we were all one team. We were lonely. We needed love and friends. Frank fixed me up with this one cocktail waitress. I'll never forget her. Margie. Glasses. A little space in her front teeth. And every time we made love, she started to whistle. I didn't know if I stooped her or made tea. Francis, I miss you, baby. I miss you. Hear those drums? That's my friend Joe. He's the best drummer in this room. Those drums mean a great deal to me. My wife and I and my dear friends Jen and Bob Newhart traveled the world together before 9/11. And boy, it was sometimes. And thank God we're home and we saw the world. But in doing so, in my career, I met a wonderful gentleman. His name was James Cagney. Now, to you young people, you see him as a gangster. To the elders, he was a fantastic song and dance man. And my father was a sort of a very aggressive man, and he knew I wanted to be an actor. And I lived in a place called Jackson Heights, Long Island, which is a suburb in Queens outside of New York. Today, it's known as Somalia. And in that town was a dentist named Dr. Cagney. And he had a brother named Jimmy. And my father arranged the whole thing. There I was, fast forward in Dr. Cagney's office, trying to be an actor. So badly I wanted to be an actor. And my father said, talk, tell him, here he is. And in front of the great James Cagney, I looked up and said, Mr. Cagney, I'm Don Rickles, this is my dad, I want to be an actor. You want to be an actor, son? You want to be an actor? It's tough, kid, tough. Rejection, and can you handle it? Can you handle it, youngster? You got to get in there and fight. You got to make the people care. And you got to care. So, son, I wish you the best. Jimmy, don't Jimmy me. Just get in there, kid. Get in there. Jim, I made it. I'm in Minneapolis. And Jim did a number that tells the whole story with our young boys and girls in Iraq and Afghanistan. Think about them. When they take off the armor and the helmets, they're just babies. God, they're just babies. And these kids are in there so we can sit here tonight and thank God for them, and may God be good to them. And Jim did a number that, as we as Americans, to me, tells the whole story. Jimmy! To those kids, Jim! To those kids! I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle Jew die. Real alive nephew, my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. She's my Yankee Doodle sweetheart. I'm a Yankee Doodle boy. Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride a pony. I am that Yankee Doodle. That Yankee Doodle. That Yankee Doodle boy. Jimmy! Jimmy! Bring those kids home safe and sound. Jimmy, bring them home safe and sound. Jimmy! Safe and sound. Thank you so much. You're terrific. You really were. Terrific. Gonna have a drink of water. Newhart. Bob Newhart is my dear friend. He's an Irish Catholic, a graduate of Loyola University in Chicago with all kinds of degrees. And I'm a Jewish kid that grew up on the street in New York and majored in gymnasium. Here we were, two American boys raised in two different societies, and we became buddies. You know what the secret is? Trust me when I tell you this. The wives, or the girlfriends. If the wives or the girlfriends get along, somehow the guys become great friends. And Bob's wife Jen and my wife Barbara like sisters, and why? Because they both have black belts in shopping. And we travel the world together. And the last trip we came home from China. I'll never forget it, and it was a Jewish holiday. It was Passover. To my Gentile friends, it's like your Easter, the same thing. You know, only difference is you roll the eggs on the lawn with the kids and color them. Jews don't have time for that. We salt the eggs and eat them. And every holiday, from that day on, every Christmas Eve, we spend it at the Newhart house. Bob with his children and his grandchildren, mine with my children and my grandchildren. And my favorite time is when we sit by the fireplace and Bob reads the book of Jesus. Anyway, here comes Jesus. Jesus is in the closet, Jesus is in the hall. And naturally, being a Jew, I keep looking around. And then Bob invites us to Mass. I'll never go to Mass and the Monsignor's giving out the cookies. I swear to God, I'm always in line going, ha, ha, ha. Uh-huh. And the Monsignor says, here comes the Jew looking for a cookie. And then, God love you Catholics, you do your great sign. And to we Jews, that means the highway's blocked, take the other road. What's the best thing I can say about my Irish friend? Fantastic fireman. Whenever there was a fire at a factory in New York, there were 3 Jewish partners in front of their factory going, and there was always a black brother on the corner going, some bitch, better we get blamed for this too. And there was a Pollock going, you smell smoke? And the Italians, here's your smoke, here's your smoke. And ever since I was a kid, I made fun of people. I used to make fun of my mother, Esther, the way she smoked a cigarette. Then my aunt drove a car. Then when my cousins rode their bikes in the schoolyard. And girls, I always had a problem with girls because I was a smart ass, pretty much what I am tonight, always with the smart ass remarks. And the girls just say, here comes Big Mouth. Big Mouth is coming. Then I'd get him under the stoop and they'd go, go Big Mouth, go! And I was 18 years old. And in high school, never had a job. And my father said, sell insurance. He was an insurance man. I got a lucky break. World War II came. I was so happy I got a job with the Navy. And they sent my ass to the Philippines for 2.5 years. And all I remember was a guy walking around the jungle going, where are you, Jew? Where are you, Jew? And we had a black captain that kept saying, we're over here! And I got my can shot off. But thank God I came home safe and sound. Safe. Joe, that's a Jap over there, isn't it? If there isn't, there's a goddamn beaver eating a chair, for Christ's sake. No, I make fun of the Orientals. We need them so the Jews have a place to eat on Sunday. Anyway, and I came home safe and sound. And my father said, sell insurance. And I got a license to sell Mutual Benefit of Omaha, great company. To collect the premium, I had to be married to a werewolf. And I sold one policy to my uncle who died in my arms. Because that's what I do. I kept putting a pen in his neck. So if you walk to those doors tonight, and you have any animosity for what I do on this stage, all I can say is from my heart, fly Ozark Airlines. Every performer, big or small, needs an audience. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And Dean Martin, rest his soul, he was a good friend to me. And I was at his wedding when he married the 9-year-old. La-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da, I do it Frank's way. And Sinatra for my beginnings in Florida, for the many stops. Frank brought all the stars to see me. Tony Gabarini, Frankie Tutanezze, Louis Papaduta Capatane Nananoni, Phil Gabuga, woo. And they all sat in the front and said, you know, Frank, he's a funny kid. You ain't lying, Frank, he's funny. And they kept doing that during the show. I didn't know what the hell it was. Then it dawned on me. They were choking on gunpowder. Would you believe it? I told that stupid joke to Sinatra. And ever since then, I can't find my aunt in the Bronx. There were nights when Frank couldn't be there. When all I had left was 3 winos, a hooker, and one guy with his fly open saying, want to see a duck? I am no rabbi, priest, or reverend. It's pretty obvious. And as I said, World War II, 18, strapped me into a 20mm gun on a motor torpedo boat in the Philippines and said, keep firing at the guys in the trees with the funny teeth. And I shot 2 dentists. And every night I used to say, help me, I didn't know what the hell it was about. Eventually we'll be together. Will Rogers is the kid that he never picked on a little guy. May I say to this audience on behalf of yours truly, my wife Barbara, who I love as I love life itself, she swam in our pool today in California and drowned. She had too much jewelry on her ass. You had to be that big guy. She went down like a rock, I swear to God. Once she tried to come up and went, and we have 2 children, God bless her, and 2 grandchildren, and a boy in the Philippines. Anyway, truck stopped for a couple of minutes. What the hell did I know? Got a little Jew running around the jungle going, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. The black brother went, that's one of their holidays. And my dear mother, when the whole world booed, mind you, when the whole world booed, this great lady stood by me. I loved her. I wish you, my friends, for years to come what I have. People around you who care. Oh, thank you so much. Please be seated. I'll take a moment of your time. Sometimes at this point in the show, in places that people think, come on, Al, we'll be first, we'll get home first. Let's run to the car, we'll be home first. We beat all these schmucks, we'll be home first. You've been a wonderful audience, really. Get the names of those and then stand. Anyway, what a treat, really. I haven't been here, I've been here, it was 4 years ago for New Year's Eve, really. It wasn't this wonderful arrangement that I built here. I was here with Miss Joan Rivers and Sinbad, and we had a big time here. We really did. And there was no liquor then, no liquor now, and it didn't bother me. Anyway, my wife said, there's no liquor. Why are you doing this? And the Indian chief came on, you can, no liquor, boom, no liquor. I said, get in your wagon and get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, this is my wonderful gentlemen. Some of them were with me that New Year's, and I thank them all for being here. They're the top men. They were from St. Paul. Anyway, they were handpicked from St. Paul. We had to fly in a private plane to find somebody in St. Paul. This is Steve up there on the top. Steve, God bless you, really. There's a lot of good talk about you. And when you get to L.A., I'll see that you get a job, okay? And this is also Steve, right? Steve, God bless you. You and I, the same thing. You look like a Daddy Warbucks. Anyway, and this is Gary, a former rabbi at my congregation, now davening his way into St. Paul. Anyway, thank you, Gary. You're a fine musician. And this is Joe, as you can see. Joe worked for Guy Lombardo and the great Paul Whiteman. And this is his big chance to come back on this show. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. And sitting next to him is Dave. As you can see, Dave, as you can see, God bless, I don't know, God forbid, I hope it's not cancer, but you better get a checkup. You really better. You don't look good, Dave. I swear to God. And sitting next to him is Bob, who passed away about an hour ago. Right, Bob? Big Irish guy, just boozes and sits there when the eyes go dead. Anyway, and sitting next to him is Jack, his trainer. The two of them just sit together and belch their way to freedom. And sitting next to him is Dave, who just is an observer. Dave came by my dressing room tonight and said, hi, I'm Dave. And I slammed the door in his face. I couldn't stand it. And this is, of course, where's John? Where's John? John is on the end, a faggot for the FBI. Anyway, and this is Kathy. God bless you. I didn't mention you during the show, but she's my girl. Anyway, that's how she got the job. Later on, you'll come upstairs and play the flute for me. Anyway. That joke could cost my marriage. No, Kathy, you're a delightful sport. You're lovely. It's wonderful to see a lady of position to be such a fine musician, really. Good luck to you. And we'll make some plans. Because there's nothing else to do when the wife goes shopping. She goes into that big square they got there and turns out bulbs. There's nothing else to do. But when she's away, I'll take a pop at you. Anyway, and the guy sitting next to him is the Reverend Mark, a former priest that's now working his back to attack the girl. Anyway, and sitting next to him is Doug, who is wearing the glasses and is still blind and has no idea why the hell he's here. And on the end is it Charles. Anyway, David, God bless you. It's not easy to be the only black gentleman in the orchestra. And with Mr. Sinatra touring all over the country, the great Billy Eckstine, you changed, the pimples on your ass are gone. Anyway, and I worked with the best. The color meant nothing to me. And now that I meet you, it's bothering me. Anyway, God bless you. Good luck to you, baby. Really. You come over to the house. My daughter is married now, but she's leaving her husband, so maybe we can work something out, okay? Tap dance in the living room and all that crap, you know? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Here we go, baby. Are you married? No. Marry a white chick and shake up the neighborhood. Anyway, God bless you, baby. Give him a hand. He's a charming gentleman. He really is. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice hand for the Steve Millar Orchestra. Gentlemen. There's your orchestra. Yeah. And this is my conductor and friend. I've been blessed. Some 20 years ago, we met in New York, and he was the conductor for the Copacabana, a very popular nightclub where I had the honor to headline for many years. And I met him there, and he's been with me ever since. And now, in front of you people here in Minneapolis, you're through. Anyway, I love him dearly. I'd be lost without him. My conductor and friend, Mr. Joe Mealy. Would you give him a nice hand? Thanks, Joe. I make jokes. The Shaka P score in Sioux Indians, and you know, boy, they wanted to shoot John Wayne's ass like crazy. They Shana P Sioux. I shot him in the lobby before. I said to the guy, "Put some clothes on, for Christ's sake." I was standing with a loincloth over the big job, and there was one guy dressed up as Custer trying to pick him off. I don't know what the hell was going on. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a joy. I thank the staff here for having us back, and I don't know them individually, but they were all backstage looking for a tip. Anyway, I'd like to know, we have a book out which came out 2 years ago, well, not 2 years, a year and a half ago, called Rickles' Book, and it tells my life story, and if you get a chance, I'd love you to read it. It's kind of honest and kind of different. And we also won 2 Emmys with my son Larry, a thing called Mr. Warmth, the Don Rickles Project, and that also is being sold. So. And it tells my life. And I'm most excited. My grandchildren and my friends, they all know. I played the part of Mr. Potato Head in Toy Story 3. And my 2 grandchildren are 8 and 7. And to this day, they go, "Pop-Pop's Mr. Potato Head." I said, "But I was in other pictures. I was in Kelly's Heroes. I did Casino. I did other things. And did, Pop, you're Mr. Potato Head." And they better kiss my ass because they're going to come into a lot of money. Anyway, there's a big storm coming up, I understand, tomorrow, but my ass will be out of here, so you people manage. I'll tell you the truth. No, I'm kidding. I wish you good luck. And I've been all over the country, and it's nice to return after 4 years and see people respond and be so full of warmth and love, and I can't thank you enough. I really mean that. You've been just terrific. So with that thought in mind, any old business?
You said the Shaka P.
Huh?
You said the Shaka P.
I said the Shaka P. If you get a chance, listen to the show. His daughter is married to one of them. Anyway, they're not here tonight. Their wiki up had a fire. Anyway, they live in these huts and they go, "Is that you, Rose?" "No, it's me. That goddamn tent stinks." Anyway, so what could the Indians do to me? Jesus Christ. But always at the wrong time. To all of you, enjoy life. Thanks for having us. We're going back to the States tomorrow. So if any of you have any messages or friends you want me to contact, please feel free, okay? To all of you, Minneapolis is your city. I'm sure you're proud of it, or St. Paul, or this whole area. Just enjoy life. And with the floods and the destructions and so forth, too bad. Anyway, no, God forbid, I don't mean that. Really, from your heart, I wish you all some happiness and things will work out. Till we meet again, enjoy life. And as long as you live, never forget your mother, if she be in the eternity or here on this earth. Because so help me God, a mother will never forget you. I swear to that. Good night, my darling Etta in heaven, and may God give you a good place to live. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. So come take a look Give me the hook or an ovation. It's my world, and I want to have a little pride in my world. And it's not a place you have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. And what I am and what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck, sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. And so what if I poke a little fun for laughter? Why not? That's exactly what this world is after. Like